Hi, welcome to Azure User Group Sweden, the Christmas edition. Hi, Håkan.
Hello, Jonah. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's we have as you notice, we have a special edition today. We have a red background. How are you been today, this
I've,
weekend?
I've been I've been fine. It's actually quite a lot of snow here where I am.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if it's as much snow that we have here up north in Sweden, where I am. But uh, we want to say hi to everybody that's watching us. I see we have a lot already that tuned in watching. So thank you for joining us live or watching us recorded later on. If you couldn't make it on the live stream, yes, yes.
So now
So.
today we will have a special session here where we will look back on the year that has been and see what have we learned and what type of sessions have we had, and then we're also going to look into the crystal ball and see what 2025 can bring to us.
Yes, that's right. So if you want to interact with us, if you're watching us from C Sharp TV, from LinkedIn Live, or from our X channels, feel free to comment. It should show up where we are right now. We got a question. What is this not interactive? That's let's see. You are actually interacting with us right now by doing your live chat, Matthias. So thank you for joining us. So if you have questions or feedback, or just feel free to like write it in the chat, and then after this session, we also have a Zoom meeting. If you want to have like a private chat with us with video camera and discuss some community related questions and Azure. Yes. So, but before we start, should I go ahead and share our like code of conduct, Håkan? Even though if it's a special
Yes.
edition, it's also good to show the community about our code of conduct. So, welcome everybody. So, in Azure User Group Sweden, we follow a community code of conduct in which that we expect everybody, including ourselves, to be nice and friendly, be thoughtful and respectful to others. Be curious and open to share your ideas on the live chat, on our social media channels, and be inclusive in your questions and comments. And if you think that our code of conduct could have been better, or if we have some feedback, feel free to reach out to me and Håkan, or reach out to us on our meetup page as well. All right. Håkan, anything you want to? This is the special one because it's like no plans. We just go with the flow with our plan today and agenda today, which sometimes I like. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I think the easiest here is actually that we basically go through and we look back on the year here. So we can
Yes.
let me share my page here. So now I'm just sharing the meetup page here where we can see the different types of sessions that we've had. So we started here in January. So one of our VP friends here, Niklas Cheng, had a session about how we can automate Azure Application Gateway certificate using Key Vault and also a special application called Acme Bot. And I believe both of us have met Niklas during the year here.
Yeah.
I met
Yes.
him at the Microsoft AI tour in Paris.
Yes. Nicholas is also very active in the community, especially in the UK communities. I've seen him in as speakers and even attendee in conferences. So in Scottish Summit, for example, and also he was at Microsoft Ignite as well. So he has been very active in the community. He has his own podcast. So we're very glad when he shared his skills and competence also in terms of like automating the application gateway using Key Vault and Acme Boot. And that was a great session as well. Very one of the the let me see on YouTube. We do have that topic is very popular that he had actually, Håkan,
Uh,
because I see
uh,
that
I, th-
featured.
I think that was one of the most viewed sessions for this year for
Yeah,
us.
yeah. So congratulations, Nicholas. I'm gonna mention like after this stream, where we are gonna feature and highlight and give kudos to all the speakers of the year, of course, the previous years as well. But I do see here that Nicola's session had like 560 views, at least only in our channel, but it's also streamed in C Sharp Corner and other channels as well. So kudos to Nicholas as one of the popular topic or sessions of the year in our community.
Mhm. And then we
And then
continue
next
here
one.
in January.
Mhm.
So then we had Thomas who was talking about how we could use Azure Arc, Resource Bridge, and the Azure Stack HCI. So
Yes.
basically, these are excellent tools if you want to bring on-prem resources and be able to manage them in your Azure environment.
Yes, that's right. And then after this session, I think since the Microsoft Ignite, there's a lot of things that came up, of course, that's AI related technologies, as well as the release or the preview of Azure Local, which is part of the Azure Arc or multi-cloud strategy or technologies for the cloud on Azure. So it's also an interesting session. So if you want to like recall on this session, want to learn about it, it's not too late, because even if this session was like 11 months ago, we do have our sessions from the previous uh, s- like events that we had on our YouTube channel, which I will be posting right now on our chat. So great job to Thomas. Thomas, it was his first time speaking on our community, right, Håkan? And
Yes, I believe so.
I
Yes.
missed where he came he came from. Is it from Netherlands or Belgium?
Uh, Unfortunately,
A very bad memory.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, but we can see in his profile. Let's open up his profile. I think you just scroll a bit on his profile. Yes, yes, he is expert in different platforms, actually, not just Azure as well. So that's good. Thank you so much, Thomas, for joining and also for sharing knowledge. I don't think I met Thomas in person yet, but we did accept his session and met him virtually.
Mm, yes.
Yes.
And
We
then
have
we
someone
continued
saying hi
here.
first.
Yes.
Jose saying hello from Brazil. That's great. Someone is watching us from Brazil.
Mm.
Yes, go ahead, Okan. Sorry.
So, so I think actually two important topics here for 2024 has been AI and security,
Yes,
and
that's right.
that also reflects here in the types of sessions that we've had. So the first session here on security was on cloud security with Dennis Torres, and this session I can highly recommend. It was
Yes,
a very thorough overview of a lot of security related topics here in Azure.
yes. Let me post that on the chat, the link to that as well. So that was very great session. I think we went over 1 hour. I
Mm.
remember, but it was a very good session. I learned about like securing Azure SQL when you're building your access from the application side. So it was good. And I know that Dennis, we have not met him in person yet, but we have interacted with him virtually on our community and also our LinkedIn channels. and I know that he has a lot of competence and skills to share about like security related also in Azure, and he wants to go back and speak again on our community. So hopefully next year, if we are out of sessions, we're going to invite Dennis again in our community as one of our speakers. So thank you, Dennis Torres. If you're going to watch this session later, thank you for your contribution.
And I can also say that if you're in the process of preparing for the Azure Security Engineer certification exam, then this is also a very valuable resource for you.
Yes. Oh, we got a message, by the way, by one of our watcher from, we have Dr. Alexander Watchel from Germany watching us. Hi, Alexander. He did actually know Thomas. So Thomas is from Austria. Thank you so much for reminding us. Okay. Next one. We had a
Then
duo session.
Yes, we continued here in February with a session here with some Microsoft speaker. So they were talking about how you can create an instant API using Data API Builder with Jerry Nixon.
Yes, it was also an interesting session because I know that both of them were working for Microsoft. So they were close to working with the product, especially the DAV for .NET. So that is also a session that we highly recommend when it comes to working with databases with DAV or Data API Builder in .NET. So it's an open source. So we have it also on the list of sessions that streamed. So feel free to check it out. I can also send the link if needed as well. But I don't want to spam the chat with lots of links. Just feel free to go to the main live stream chat or channel we have and subscribe.
Okay. And after that one, then
That was February, and then in March we had. I noticed, Håkan, that in February, March, so we had security, and then we switched into featuring learning about from security in databases. We also switched into like databases and AI in this one, and we had this.
Yeah, so then we had an MVP colleague here, Fotaini Savido, who was talking about AI-related things here, how you can use Postgres SQL with PD Vector and Azure AI Vision. So this is also a very good introduction if you want to know more about AI and particular AI Vision.
Yes.
So it could be highly recommended.
Yeah. Yes. That was also very interesting. Like, it's not so common you discuss about Postgres SQL, but it was a unique topic also combined with Azure AI Vision. So thank you for our speaker that contributed to that. What else did we had? So we switched from Postgres with AI, and when we also focused more on AI, a lot of AI. This was even the boom of the more AI later this year.
So this was Gary, and he was talking about many different types of AI services in Microsoft and how you can actually use them in your own programs.
Yes.
So this is also a great overview if you're new to AI, or if you're new to AI in Azure and you want to get a quick overview on what you can actually achieve.
Yes, I remember it was very like interesting session because I like the session that it kind of like highlight like what are the things that with AI now that scares us. So he's kind of like revealed a lot of like insights in his own expertise and perspective about it. So it was a great one. So highly recommended to recap that as well. Good session that's still relevant. Let's see.
And
Yes,
then we came
we got
into
Kim.
April. We
Yes.
have a Swedish uh, colleague MVP here,
Mm.
Kim Berg, that we both met at the Eurodev conference.
Yes. 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 We did. He works as a lead architect and focusing on AI platform and engineering at Society in
Mhm.
Sweden. And I think he also works international. And sometimes he's at conferences and also meetups to share knowledge about AI, especially this topic of prompt engineering for generative AI. It
Mm.
was a great session. What did you think about that, Håkan? Because
Yeah,
you're in this field.
I think he did a really great job here, and he had probably the most worthy session of the year here with both prompt
Yes.
engineering and generative AI. So,
Yes.
so we can highly recommend this session also for everyone who is interested into that.
Yes. And actually, I'm actually looking at the stats, view stats only for Azure User Group Sweden channel. Kim's session got over 300 views next to Nicholas Chang.
Mm,
So which
mm,
means that aside from like automating the certificate, gateway certificate session that Nicholas have, Kim, the topic of prompt engineering for generative AI was also a trending learning topic for our community in our channel. That's great.
mm,
So, congrats and kudos to Kim. And I will be meeting Kim again on
mm,
upcoming conferences in
mm.
next year. So,
And
kudos.
I think, if I'm not mistaken here, I think this was actually the first session for Kim after he became an MVP, I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
And if I
Yes.
don't remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the same thing here for Nicholas. He also got to be an MVP just before we had
Yeah.
our session with him.
Yes, I remember now. So, to those of you watching us live, I think we have almost 30 viewers right now live. Thank you. Very grateful to see the numbers. I wish I could see your faces right now. I would like to see your smiles. But I want to share also that our community for the past few years since it started, we have been like the what do you call that, the stage, the virtual stage for all of our fellow Microsoft MVPs that are new in the community. And most of the time they they speak for the first time at our community when they just got awarded, and it was almost like a celebration with us when they do that. So we appreciate that. Yes.
And Jonah, do
Before
you
we
want to tell
proceed,
us what happened here
Håkan, we
in
have something.
April? Yes.
Sorry, sorry. Before we proceed, I got something here. Hey, Jonah, could you show us your book with a blue bird in the cover? I mean, that's good. Do you want to show the physical book? It's actually here. I can grab it. If I don't, let's see. I have it on my. I can show it, and I can also show. Let's see, is my camera here? It matches my. Okay, that's my book. This is all my bookmarks, and this copy that I have is actually signed by the CTO. Signed by the CTO of. Wait, it is actually a signed copy by the CTO of Azure, Mark. So I did have it signed during the Microsoft MVP Summit this year, this March. But speaking of book, I am actually giving Håkan and I are actually giving away copies of my book today. So those that registered for this event or interacted with us, we're gonna do a raffle. You either scan the QR code or we will check on the history of the chat. And we will be giving away ebook copies of this Bluebird book that I wrote. Yes, go ahead, Håkan. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, so then in April, at the end of April here, there is usually the global Azure event, and then we participated as Global Azure Sweden here for the first time, and
Okay.
we have three great speakers here. We had Wim, Said, and Tommy. And this is
Yes.
also on our YouTube channel. So if you're interested, we have the whole Global Azure Sweden session recorded for you to watch.
Yes, that's right. So it was about 7 months ago. We also got a lot of views in this one. I think the third, the most popular, or this fourth maybe. But it was an interesting experience for us, Håkan, right? For the first
Hmm.
time, we hosted like a virtual mini conference for Global Azure. So those that are very active in the Azure community, Global Azure is like all communities, Azure user groups around the world are gathered together, either in-person meetup or virtual meetup, and just for like 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, everyone are sharing knowledge to the communities around the world. And usually they are like hosted by like contributors that are sharing knowledge, and mostly, as far as I know, are MVPs and MCTs sharing knowledge. And it has been what do you call that, a yearly routine for in the middle of the year. And Håkan, I hope that we can join the next one, and hopefully we can do it hybrid, in
Hmm.
person, probably in Stockholm, in my office, in my company, and maybe do it a bit of hybrid so we can gather both the in person and then the virtual ones as well, just to be inclusive with everybody.
Yeah, so just keep your eyes open here for the opportunity to come and meet us in a hybrid session on next year.
Yes, hopefully. And for this session, Håkan, before we go switch, did we highlight already what they like? Let's see. We had a lot of attendees there, but I know that if you open it up again, I know that Timmy is from Sweden, and Side is also from Sweden in Malmo. And at this time when he spoke, he wasn't awarded as an MVP yet, but after a while, I mean, he did. It has became very active in the community, became a learn expert, and as far as I know, Timmy. I have not met him in person, but Timmy, it was also a bit his first time doing a bit of public speaking, right? And he's trying to break into
Hmm.
it. Do you
I
remember?
remember that. Yes, yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Mhm.
And Wim is from Belgium, one of our community friends. I've met him several times. He also is a leader or community leader in Azure community in Belgium, and he is M2MC is the name of the community, and he's also very active there. And I'm glad that like fellow community leaders from other countries are also contributing in this event that we had this year for Global Azure Sweden. So hopefully we have more speakers, and Håkan and I can handle the hybrid version planning. But it will be great to see more new faces. Even if you're new to public speaking, feel free to like submit sessions or ideas in our call for speakers for next year, so we can consider you bringing up in stage.
Mm.
Thank you,
And
Håkan.
also remember that you don't need to be an experienced speaker if you want to have some mentorship or coaching. We will be able to do that for you.
Yes, that's right.
And then the next one. Yeah, the next one was actually you who had the session here, Jonah.
Yes, yes. So I did. I'm one of the Microsoft Learn experts for Microsoft Learn, meaning I'm part of the cloud certifications crew with Thiago Costa and Vilad. So from time to time, we have our Ask the Expert sessions together, but from time to time, we do our own sessions. So in this session, I decided to host it in our user group, which is which was also a Microsoft Build edition in parallel with that. So I shared about my learned experience from migrating legacy applications to Azure, which led me to write my book. And in that session, I did share, of course, my experience on cloud migration, but I did a raffle of vouchers at that time. I think I shared 10 Microsoft certification vouchers. And I was very happy because this is my first time I'm sharing it, but a few of those that received the vouchers actually have passed a few Azure certifications. So I'm glad that through my session, by sharing it and giving away something, others have gained some credentials in their profile and career. So I'm glad, happy to share that. And hopefully there will be more something like this in the future.
Yes. And then after that, we coming into the summer
Yes.
here. So then we had a preview on Azure, preview on Azure Fluid Relay here with Teji Villafranca.
Yes, he is from I believe from originally from the Philippines as well, but live in Europe as far as I
Mm.
remember. Is that correct, Håkan? Did I remember
Yeah,
correctly?
I remember that. Yes, that's correct.
Yes. So this session was interesting to me because you never heard so much about Azure Fluid Relay. But what did you think about this topic, Håkan? The session was good. It was very something new is always interesting. But what did you think about Azure Fluid Relay?
It was something completely new to me, so I think it's always interesting to learn new things.
Yes. As far as I understood this, the topic Azure Fluid Relays, it's used for like I think alongside with front end development, and also integrating it with like server side logic. So if you want to know what it is really about and the details of that session, please go back to our recorded streams and you'll find that session there. So that's great.
Okay. And then after that, we had the summer break,
Yes, we did.
and
And we
we
got
came
another
back here.
AI.
Yes, AI has been big also for
Mhm.
our user group here.
Yes.
So we had a session here with Alec Harrison, who was talking about Azure Open AI and the different possibilities that lies within that.
Yes. Alec is from US and I remember when we had our backstage or when we met him first time virtually, it was very early for him. So I really appreciate speakers from different time zone really volunteering their time Saturday morning their time to share this knowledge. And the session that he had was also a very good session. So I would highly recommend it as well. Anything you want to add to this, Hokan, when it comes to like Azure OpenAI and how is it going to be in the coming year? Do you have any perspective on it that you can share to our community?
Yeah, I think the way that things seems to be progressing is that Azure Open AI and RAG applications and these type of things will be more and more relevant. Um,
Yeah.
so this is a way to get a head start into this field to look
Yes.
through this session.
Yes, and I think in this session, if I remembered it correctly, Alec had a good demo about what he described in this session as well. So if you want to like learn how to build with it with Azure OpenAI, check it out as well. This is just one resource from our community, but there's a lot of great talks that are free to the community, and even Microsoft Learn has a lot of learning path for Azure OpenAI. So, highly recommended topic to learn. And then we got
Then, as
another
we said
security. I
there,
think we've been
yes,
toggling between AI and security this year. It's a trend.
yeah. So then we had Radu, who
Mhm.
talked about also about secure applications and what to think about. And I think that this, especially this session in combination with Dennis, is really worthwhile to give you a good foundation in secure application development on Azure.
Yes, yes. I remember that was also a good talk because Radu highlighted like a lot of like best practices in terms of secure app development. So highly recommended as well. And thank you for Rado for spending time with us that weekend as well to share his knowledge with us.
Okay. And oh yeah, then we got a session here also on security, how we can investigate security incidents in Microsoft Azure with UROS.
Yes, Uros. And Uros Bavik, he's a security architect at Cryon, Microsoft like ex security MVP and MCT as well. And the session that he had was a good one, as I remember. And one thing I want to highlight to Uros that I want to give him kudos is that he submitted a lot of sessions to our user group for the past few years. And for somehow it took time for us to accept and consider, I mean, had the time or slot or vacant space in the session. And finally, during in October this year, we were able to accept one of his session and he were brought in stage. But he has been an amazing supporter and contributor to our community. So I want to highlight that he has more to share, and if we need more speakers, we're gonna definitely bring him in as well for his expertise.
Yes. And then after UROS,
After that, I think
and
we did our own
we,
session
yes,
in October.
yeah. Yeah, so basically, this was some study tips and preparation guides by me and Jonah for the Azure AI fundamentals. And we both
Yes.
gave an overview of the different Microsoft Learn learning paths, and also some of the applied skills that can also be very valuable when you're studying for this Azure AI fundamentals exam.
Y- Yes, it's also on our live stream, like on YouTube, like the previews, a list that we have. So this is a good session for those that are preparing for AI 900 and AI related certifications, because we did not just like discuss AI 900 here, Håkan, right? We did also went
Mm.
through the AI engineer associate certifications in this, in both our perspective as MVPs or learners that took these exams, but also the perspective of us being Microsoft certified trainers and how you would prepare for it. So I highly recommend it as well to check it out. Or if you're someone that already passed it and you know a colleague or a friend that are preparing to upskill his or her skills into AI, feel free to share that video or stream. And if you need help or guidance, feel free to reach out to me and Håkan as well, so we can kind of guide you what is the best path for your career in terms of AI skills.
Mhm.
Yes. So I have a question for you, Håkan, because you're in this field. I know there's AI 900. There's Azure AI Engineer as well. Uh, I need to double check, but do you know if there's an expert level on this as well for the
No,
AI?
so far,
Not yet,
no,
right?
so far, not, at least not yet. There is no expert level.
Yes. But I want to add as well that in this session that we had, we did discuss a bit Azure, Microsoft applied skills in terms of the AI applied skills topic. So that's also included in this one.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Did
think
we
I
have
think that
more?
maybe this is also a good moment to just to say a very heartfelt thank you to all the community members and all the speakers who has provided us with this all this great
Yes.
material, and especially to you who are watching this because you are sort of the reason why we're doing this.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you everybody for all your support. We actually have like good feedback from some of our they're watching us live right now. Some maybe will watch this later, but say hi everyone, my most valuable experts. That's an interesting MVE. That's good. I like that. We should ask Microsoft to build that the tagline or title. And then we also have like another one from Azar. Like I attended most of your meetup since last year. Azar here, also a new community lead. Okay, that's amazing. And then also Dr. Alex Watchell watching us from LinkedIn. He said that while I was showing my book, that he has a copy of my book and gave kudos to it. Thank you so much for that. So Håkan, I wish I had more. I mean, I have a plan to give gifts to all all of our speakers that contributed, but it takes a lot of time and effort to send gifts to entire world. I mean, to different places. So I just want to have a grateful big thanks and virtual hugs to all the speakers that contributed their knowledge and to all community members that supported us along the way, which is really awesome. I think this year also, what can we reach over 1,000 members, right?
Mm. Yeah, that's a milestone here for our user group.
Yes, and thank you so much, Håkan, for your time also to contribute and also to co-organize the events with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay,
Mm.
so what else did we have in our agenda? I know that we have an upcoming Zoom meeting. I'm not sure if everybody could join, but should we do it anyway? I think
Yeah, I think
so.
so. We should
Yes.
do that.
Yes. So to those of you that wants to join our session, probably we can keep this a session live stream short. We'll probably do some final things, but if you want, wait, we have more comments. Oh, have been following Azure User Group Sweden for years and hope to meet you in real life someday. Thank you, Sulaiman, for your feedback. Yeah, I thank you for supporting us. We hope to meet you also in real life someday. Just let us know or follow us so you find out where we are. So probably we can see the real us. Thank you. Okay. Um, Go ahead, Okan. I'm just gonna make a Bitly link of our Zoom meeting briefly,
Yes,
quickly here.
I think it's worth repeating for people who maybe were not here from the
Yeah.
start that we also have plans on the new year to do some hybrid sessions here for Azure User Group Sweden. So that means that you will be able to join us in person, probably in Stockholm, but also you will be able to see us virtually at the same time.
Yes. Let me just Christmas. Sure. Yes, that would be great. And I think one of the ways for us to kind of like get more like interest for speakers also is for those attendees is to follow our meetup community. So we have our meetup here. So join our meetup. We are part of the Azure Tech Groups, one of the few tech groups in Sweden. So if you want to join us, follow us on Meetup. That's where we publish our events. We also have a LinkedIn page where we share our live streams and events. And for call for speakers, we also have that for next year. So we extend it every year. Our sessions are bi-weekly every Saturdays at 12 noon to 1 p.m. Swedish local time. So it's virtual, but there are a few cases. Maybe next year we will do a bit of hybrid on special occasions. And then to those of you that has a feedback for us for improvements or anything that might help improve our community, or anything you need help, feel free to scan the QR code for feedback, or you can just directly reach out to me and Håkan as well. All right. So I did create a QR code, I mean, bit.ly link for the Zoom.
Mhm.
So if you want to join our Zoom, feel free to join us on that bit.ly link after we get off the live stream. So Håkan and I will be there to mingle with you and ask questions, answer questions, I mean, and then say hi to you. But otherwise, I think we're good, Håkan, right? I wish I had the Christmas music behind prepared.
Yeah, I think so. So I guess we just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas here and also a Happy New Year. And looking forward
Yes.
to seeing you in the new year.
Yes, we do have a few sessions in January, but in
Mm.
after this session, we will be taking a Christmas break, and we will be back resume with our sessions next year. Hopefully, in the middle of January, we will have a new topic and new speaker to bring in as our like kickoff. So that's great. And Håkan, I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to your family and friends
Yeah,
as well in
yeah, this,
Norway.
the same to you. Same to you, Jonah. Enjoy
Yes.
Christmas.
Yes, and happy holidays to everybody that's watching us live right now. I see we have a lot of watchers right now, and to those that are watching us recorded later. And if you're joining the Fika, virtual Fika on Zoom, see you as well. But otherwise, have fun and enjoy the rest of the year. And see you all again next year in 2025. We will be traveling in the future. Thank you so much. Bye.